So I'll start off with Dr. Nguyen. V is from UCLA. Many of us, a couple of us are here. Mickey and I, V bond about that, and Dan Cronenberg, and a few of us from UCLA. But she did her undergrad there from 2012 2016, and then she came to UCSD for medical school. And unlike Nishan and Mickey, she was a student here. So we knew her very well. And what I will say is that she came in already sort of as a superhuman being. She was bright. We knew she was hardworking. If you look at her CV, V had 18 publications as a medical student, at least I counted those, half or 9 of which she was first author on. So the writing was already on the wall for the tremendous talent that she would bring to this department. And the excitement about matching her was palpable. So what I'll say about V is she's sort of that silent threat. Her talent and ability you can see from a mile away, but you have to look for it. V is not the type of individual that's going to boast about herself or demand the attention of the room, but she's simply someone that is just going to get the job done. And she does it over and over again, and she delivers. And what I'll tell you is she's done it yesterday, she does it today, and she'll do it tomorrow. And the other really amazing thing, I'm only going to mention a few about each because we could talk about all night, but V is a giver. And it's something that it really stands out to me. She's one of the most generous people that I know. And when I say that, she's a giver of her time. And I think time is one of those things that's most coveted to us. But she gives it willingly, unselfishly. It's never for herself, but she will always help people out for the benefit of what they need. So she's definitely a giver. And V is fast. Let me tell you, she is Usana Bolt, she's Speedy Gonzalez, she is just incredibly fast. I remember as a junior resident, we would ask her to do something, and before you could finish the sentence, V had already completed it and accomplished it. And it was both amazing to have her in clinic and humbling. And she couldn't stand there to let anyone struggle. In the moment, you try to be asking her, hey, how do I do this? She would just take it away from you. But she's incredibly fast, and she still is. And one day when we were on call together, me and Natalia will remember this, and V, we just ran it on everybody. V had a list of about 30 things that we needed to accomplish. So we all sat down in the room. I was just listening, of course. And V's like, okay, Natalia, you do this. Never mind, I've got it done. All right, Natalia, why don't you go do this? Okay, you know what, I got that done too. And so eventually V got up to go do something and leave the room. And I remember looking at Natalia, and Natalia looked at me, and I just said, get ready and hang on. But what I will tell you is you've been a tremendous inspiration to the juniors. You teach people, you were a mentor, you were kind. And I say this with from all the faculty, we have the utmost respect for you and admiration, and you're a joy to get to know and to be around. And you really have been a superstar to this program. And the last thing I wanted to close with was a statement that you actually wrote in your personal statement. I don't know if you remember this or not, but I think this sentence sums things up nicely. You said, I am absolutely certain that a career in academic urology will give me the opportunity to become an agent of change. And that's what you are, Dr. V. Nguyen. You are an agent of change in all the right ways. So congratulations on your fellowship next year. You'll be going to the University of Washington to study andrology and men's sexual health. Dr. V. Nguyen.
Papers. Was it 16 first authorships? Yeah, amazing.
Very excited to present the next award, which is the Outstanding Faculty Teaching Award. So this is a faculty member who has played a tremendous, profound role in all three of our professional development as well as our personal growth. So I'll start off actually by reading some comments from our other co-residents just to show how much he has impacted us throughout all stages of training. So this attending genuinely cares about patients and is committed to seeing to their care in the office after surgery and as they recover. His sense of humor and positive attitude make training enjoyable, always makes residents feel at home in the OR and clinic, creating a positive experience for us regardless of training level. Someone else said, in a case with him, you were laughing the entire time and yet you still walk out with much more knowledge and experience than you had before. Behind the laughs and jokes, he cares deeply about residents and fellows. His work to ensure we have protected time for SimLab mirrors his commitment to our learning in the OR. A 5 p.m. special is well known to all the residents, but welcomed because it's always educational. Maybe one day he'll stop adding desserts late in the evening and he'll finally be able to go home to see his kids. He is the only person I've met who always has a positive attitude. I've never heard him complain or mistreat people around him. He makes any case a fun experience and always brings joy to surgery. Although working with him means watching him perform amateur boxing during turnover, I truly think he was the highlights of my residency. I'll take a moment to share a story as well. Earlier this year, as many of you know, I lost a patient and was really distraught. This attending came to Hillcrest and sat with me for half an hour and just helped me kind of grapple things and come to terms with things, and that really kind of shows us what kind of person he is and how much he cares about us. So without further ado, this year's award goes to Dr. Salmasi.